Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Krista. If you know me, then hello, and thanks for coming back. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. I'll just introduce myself real quick. I'm Krista Molione. I'm a product marketer, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, which is personal branding. And just a little bit of backstory is 3 years ago, I went out on my own after working in B2B product marketing for bigger companies for 18 years. And now I've been doing branding and marketing for small businesses, for coaches, for consultants, for online business owners. And I have had to really simplify my marketing strategies, reduce the budgets that I used to be used to in my old corporate life. And one of the biggest things that has come up over and over is a personal brand, because really you are your brand. So today I'm going to be talking about the 5 biggest mistakes I see in storytelling. Storytelling is one of the most important components in personal branding. Storytelling is really the ability to draw people in, get them to retain their attention and remember what you said, build trust, and later on remember that and want to work with you again, want to call you up and hire you, want to quote you, etc. So it's super important to learn how to storytell. Some of us are intuitive storytellers and others need to cultivate it. But no matter what, it's super important. So everyone should at least learn the basics of good storytelling. I see these 5 mistakes all the time in storytelling. So mistake number 1 is not using the right pronoun. So your pronoun is I if you are a personal brand and we if you are a business brand. This really creates trust because we think, okay, you're knowledgeable, you're using I instead of some vague terms, this happens. People just don't connect with that. So storytelling is important to talk about I or we. You're taking ownership and ultimately you're also displaying your authority in that subject when you use I. And that is kind of contradictory because we do see online a lot of people saying, don't talk about yourself, no one cares about you. But I disagree. I think that that's what draws people in when you share personal stories. And I have a lot of good experience doing it that way. And so, yeah, go ahead and use the pronoun. And don't be creepy. Don't say we if it's just you, okay? If you're just a coach, but you keep saying we, people get the sense of like, ooh, this is just kind of weird, okay? So number 2 is not practicing or having a prepared elevator pitch. An elevator pitch is simply a short, concise way of telling your story to other people. It's your first impression. So when you meet someone, you just want to say very briefly what you do, who you serve, how you can help them. And it can't be too lengthy. It can't have any jargon in it. You can't ramble on and on. So the more short and concise, the better. And because this is kind of hard for people, I have prepared a worksheet. So if you look in the show notes, depending on where you're watching this video or in the comments, you will find a link to this worksheet. And this worksheet is designed to help you tease out that elevator pitch so that you have your story ready. Number 3 is not mastering the components of a good story. So I have written an article where I recommend that people have 5 to maximum 6 components to tell a good story. Those components are the hook, the story, the insights that you learned, the pivot, like the pivotal moment, the reward, which is the kind of like the happy end or the conclusion. And then the last 6th component is optional, which I call a call to action or a CTA. And that one really depends on where you're telling the story, the circumstances. But really, those components are always there. And if you watch some of the people who've mastered storytelling, like in a TED Talk, you'll start to recognize how they hooked you. Like, what was the hook? And that's how you grab people's attention. Number 4 is not really mastering the delivery format. I don't know how you're going to be storytelling. You may just be writing articles, or you may actually try to deliver your message and your story in multiple ways. Like what I'm doing now is I'm recording a video, but I also have an article, and I might be going on a stage and giving a talk about something in person to a group of people, maybe recording this as a podcast episode and just using the audio, or I may be doing something for social media. So as you can see, there's a lot of different delivery formats. And the biggest mistake I see is that people just don't take the time to learn how to do it right. You don't have to be an expert. So if you're used to writing articles and you're like, hey, I'm going to record a video, you don't have to record one that looks like the most professional, but you should remember to learn a minimum of what you're doing. And so that's really sad when I see someone not respecting the minimum of, social media, for example, where the video is all cut off because they just didn't take the time to first figure out what format to upload, or stuff like that. So that's what I'm talking about, is not preparing for the delivery format. And the last mistake I see about storytelling is not injecting a personal touch. Nobody wants to talk to a talking head. No one listens to a talking head. So I understand that people can be nervous, or they want to come across as being really smart. And what that does is, unfortunately, sometimes it creates a distance with your audience. So you need to add some of your personality in there to loosen yourself up, add some humor. You can do this no matter what the delivery format is as well. So if you're writing an article, you really figure out your voice, and your voice comes across strong, like if you were speaking to the person directly, and not using all this high level spreadsheet type approach, because that's not good storytelling. People will retain the information and really enjoy what you're saying or what you wrote if you inject your personality into it. So those are the 5 biggest mistakes I see people making in storytelling, which is a major part of your personal brand. If you liked what you're hearing, please like this video and subscribe, and also check out the article. So I'll put that in the comments as well. The article goes into more detail about how to actually do good storytelling. And so I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day, and stay tuned for more personal branding tips.